Top 10 Gladiators of Ancient Rome. Ancient Rome was one of the most powerful civilizations in history, but beyond its armies, emperors, and conquests, Rome was also famous for something far more brutal: gladiators. Inside massive arenas like the Colosseum, trained fighters battled for survival before crowds of thousands. Some were slaves, some were prisoners of war, and some willingly entered the arena seeking fame and fortune. Different gladiators used different weapons, armor, and fighting styles. Some fought with swords and shields, others used nets and tridents, some even battled wild animals. Today, we're looking at 10 of the most famous gladiators in Roman history and how they actually fought. Number 10. Canarus was believed to be a Celtic gladiator captured during Rome's expansion into northern Europe. After being enslaved, he was trained as a Murmillo gladiator. Murmillos fought using a large rectangular shield called a scutum, a short sword known as a gladius, and heavy bronze armor with a crested helmet. This style focused on defense, endurance, and close combat. Although little is known about his life, inscriptions suggest Canarus became respected inside the arena. Number 9. Marcus Attilius. Unlike most gladiators, Marcus Attilius was not a slave. He voluntarily entered the arena to escape debt. Attilius likely fought as a Samnite-style gladiator using long rectangular shields, gladius swords, decorated helmets, and heavy armor designed for direct combat. The Samnite gladiator was primarily replaced by the Murmillo. Historical records state that Attilius defeated an experienced veteran gladiator during his first recorded fight. Victories like this made him famous among Roman spectators. Number 8. Spiculus, becoming one of Rome's most famous gladiators after earning the admiration of Emperor Nero. Like many elite arena fighters, Spiculus likely fought as a Murmillo. His equipment included a gladius sword, a large shield, heavy bronze armor, and a full-faced helmet. Spiculus became so successful that Nero rewarded him with wealth, estates, and celebrity status. For a gladiator, this was extremely rare. Number 7. Tetrates became famous throughout the Roman Empire. His image appeared in mosaics and carvings across Roman territories. He fought as a Secutor gladiator. Secutors were specifically designed to fight retiarius gladiators. They carried large shields, gladius swords, smooth rounded helmets, and heavy armor. The rounded helmet prevented nets from catching during combat. Number 6. Carpophorus. Not all gladiators fought other men. Carpophorus specialized in fighting wild animals. He was known as a Bestiarius. Bestiarii used lighter armor and weapons suited for mobility. Carpophorus likely fought using spears, hunting javelins, daggers, and small shields. Ancient writers claimed he fought lions, bears, and leopards inside Roman arenas. Romans compared his abilities to Hercules. Number 5. Priscus and Verus. Priscus and Verus fought one of the most famous gladiator battles in Roman history during the opening games of the Colosseum in 80 AD. Both fighters likely competed as Murmillo or Secutor gladiators. They fought using gladius swords, heavy shields, bronze helmets, and protective armor. Their duel reportedly lasted for hours. Neither man surrendered. Eventually, Emperor Titus declared both gladiators victorious and granted them freedom. Number 4. Emperor Commodus. Most Roman emperors watched gladiator games. Commodus participated in them. He often entered the arena dressed as Hercules. Commodus used swords, spears, and bows during staged animal hunts. However, his matches were carefully controlled. Many Romans viewed his obsession with arena combat as embarrassing for an emperor. Number 3. Flamma. May have been the greatest professional gladiator in Roman history. Originally from Syria, he fought as a Secutor gladiator. His equipment included a gladius sword, a large shield, heavy armor, and a rounded Secutor helmet. Historical records state Flamma fought 34 battles and won 21 of them. Most famously, he was offered freedom 4 different times and refused every offer. Number 2. Crixus. Before Spartacus became Rome's greatest rebel gladiator, he fought beside a Gaul warrior named Crixus. Crixus likely fought using a heavy shield, a gladius or longsword, bronze armor, and a crested helmet. Known for strength and aggression, Crixus became one of the leaders of the slave rebellion against Rome. Eventually, Crixus was killed in battle, but his role in the rebellion became legendary. Number 1. Spartacus. No gladiator became more famous than Spartacus. Originally from Thrace, Spartacus fought as a Thraix gladiator. Thraic's gladiators used a curved sword called a psycha, a small shield, high leg guards, thick arm protection, and decorated helmets. The curved blade allowed them to strike around enemy shields. In 73 BC, Spartacus escaped slavery and led a rebellion against Rome. What began with a small group of escaped gladiators grew into an army numbering tens of thousands. For 2 years, Roman forces struggled to defeat him. Although Spartacus eventually died in battle, his story survived for more than 2,000 years. The gladiators of ancient Rome were more than entertainers. They were trained warriors who fought in one of the most brutal spectacles in human history. Their weapons, armor, and fighting styles reflected the military culture of Rome itself, and centuries later, their stories are still remembered today. Subscribe for more educational history documentaries covering ancient Rome, ancient warfare, and legendary historical figures.